Hi. So Don't Struggle, Cuddle is the name of this video. Tracy Yvonne. Hi, I'm Tracy Yvonne, and I have been on SSI now for a good year and a month or two. It's been hard, it's been challenging, and I haven't had a car for 7 months. And that is the longest that I've gone without a car and been handicapped. I have neuropathy, which means my feet are numb, but when I walk, my feet start hurting. So it's been tough. And I asked the Lord, why don't you heal me? I've prayed for people and they've gotten healed. And he said, go to ministry school and I'll heal you. And I was like, okay. So I applied to ministry school and they said, this is not your year, Trace. And I said, okay. And I really felt a drive to get a job and get a car first. So they would have taken up a lot of my time and some of my money. So I was like, well, whether I heard the Lord or not, I know that technically I'm not waiting on that ministry school for the Lord to heal me. I don't feel like he works that way. It's hard to explain, but I've been walking with the Lord for 29 years. And sometimes when he says something, it just means to go to that church or just apply to that school, but end up going to that church. So guess what? I'm going to that church now and I love it. So don't struggle, cuddle. Today I was assessing my assets, my food, and realized I'm running out. And I thought, I need to walk over here. I need to go over there. I need to do all this stuff. Walking hurts. Well, I do have probably barely enough to get by until the first. Then I could get an Uber to where I need to go to get more food. That would be more comfortable for me. So I'm just going to chill at home. I'm not going to walk around and do all this crazy stuff. So I have a real strong drive from being so lean in this season to work. I have never wanted to work so bad in my life, but I am not letting the flood of emails and commission-based only jobs fool me. If they don't pay me by the hour, I'm not going to work for them. I have to have that hourly wage first. Then I'll do commissions. So it's time for Psalm 23. It's time to snuggle up on the lap of Jesus, lay in those lush green meadows, sip on that nice cool water by the river. And you know, he turns all the water into wine. So I love his spiritual wine. It says in Song of Solomon, your love is better than wine. And it says, don't get drunk with wine, but get filled with the Spirit. So Paul is saying to the people in Ephesians who used to use wine to get into the spirit realm, don't use wine to get into the spirit realm. Just get into the spirit realm. It'll be easy, trust me. And you'll feel good, trust me. And guess what? The Spirit of grace has come. Ecstasy is here. It's called the cross of Christ. It happened 2,000 years and 18 years ago. And sin as a government has been dealt with. And now we can live in Eden again. So you can enter into your promised land right now. You can have your revival right now. You can have your God encounters right now. You can have your renewals. You can have your Toronto blessing right here in your belly. So you don't have to struggle. You don't have to worry. You can research and seek out good wisdom and keys to get out of junk. I just watched a really good video today on how to unlock my own spirit from manipulation from an ex occult lady. Beautiful lady now, loves the Lord. And It was beautiful, and she taught me a lot. It says in Proverbs, seek out wisdom and good counsel so your life will go well. I want my life to go well. And now I'm getting ready. I'm just on the cusp of making a lot of money. And of course, I'm getting my ego and my excited side is coming in and saying, I want to go to Las Vegas. I want to book a trip to Italy. It's like, well, I haven't been able to eat what I want to eat, and I haven't been able to drive a car. I've been on the bus. So let's just focus on eating what we want to eat and getting transportation and going to the gym and swimming. That would be really nice because I want to take better care of my body. I'm 50 years old and I'm feeling it. If you don't watch what you eat after 50, you are really going to show it. And I do not want to be any heavier than I am right now. I've been eating indulgently. I've been living the indulgent life of a mystic and just enjoying the goodness of God and the goodness of my humanity almost to a fault, and letting myself eat whatever I want, and it has hurt me. So a little balance, little discipline there, so I can be in shape and ready for a significant partner that I will be attractive to, and I will feel better. I will feel better. That's a big one. So yeah, I just wanted to share. I had a revelation today when I was thinking, I have to walk, I have to struggle, I have to strive, I have to hustle, and I thought, no, I really don't. You know, some of the things that we feel like we have to do to get ahead and we don't have to. I've gone on 2 job interviews this week, I think 1 last week, and that's enough. I get online and look for a job. Once those job interviews don't work out, I'm on SSI, I'm pacing myself, I'm in a lot of rest, and maybe I'm going slow motion because I'm 50, but I am pacing myself, and I am going to need to exercise and get my blood flowing and get going. Once this job hits, it's kind of a sales job. I'm going to need to get my body moving and get my speed up for a season so that I can have my joy center. I think I'm going to call it Studio Joy, and it's going to be open all weekend long, nonstop, from Friday to Monday, every weekend. It's going to be cool in Bakersfield, and I want to open one in every major city, and it's going to be modeled after heaven, and it's going to be really unique, and it's not going to try to reinvent the wheel or anything like that. It's going to be cool. So Kat Kerr prophesied that there would be witty ideas and business ideas and clever ideas, and let me tell you, every time she'd say that, man, my stomach would get butterflies, and I'd get all revved up. So yeah, if you're a dreamer and a visionary like me and you're not where you're wanting to be, don't struggle. Just cuddle, write down your dreams, refine your plans, work toward them, get income, be a worker, be an employee. Trying to get a business loan when you don't have any income coming in is really, to me, not very wise. You need some kind of income before you can make money, and you need to save up some income before you can have a business, and you need to start really small so you can start small. It says in Proverbs, start off small, put away a little bit, and watch it build and watch it build and watch it build. I'm just going to be opening up on weekends. I'm not even thinking about anything more than that right now because I don't want to invest all that time and hours, So I'm excited. And my cousin's getting his apartment today. He's out of rehab, bless him, St. Nicholas. And yeah, my daughter's doing really good. She's at school, doing really well. And yeah, it's intense. It's intense to be away from my kid, but I pray for her every day. I feel my heart is very close to her. I hug her in my heart. I'm always hugging her. I'm always loving on her. I'm always sending her love and light and grace and joy. And I just love on my kid all the time. And whatever I have to give, I give a little bit, but hopefully I can give her more soon. So if you're struggling financially or with employment or with transportation or with health, just settle in and recognize the season you're in. This may not be the season to go back to school. School is an investment in yourself. Right now, maybe you just need to work. That's a word for somebody right now, I feel like. It is a word for me. I can't get any more financial aid. If I want to finish my BA and finish my 8 classes, I have to pay for every one of those units. I'm okay with that. I just need to save up the money and do it. So if you're struggling and you're a parent and you've got little kids and you want to do something else besides take care of your kids and work, you want to be in ministry or you want to do some kind of social activity or some kind of financial endeavor, just recognize the season you're in, trim back, invest in those kids, invest in those little humans. You will get great return on those little people. That's the most important thing. If you have kids and you're a parent, that is your number one job right there. I just want to encourage you. And our society does not value that because they don't want us to have a family unit. I'm separated from my daughter right now because of health issues, and I don't think it's all always godly, but it could be. I still have a hard time discerning my own stuff. So it has happened, so God has allowed it to happen, so I've let it happen. So don't struggle. Just recognize, look around in your life, look at what season you're in, accept where you're at, and get to know Jesus right where you're at. If you're struggling with health, Google resources in your area. If you're struggling with money and food, pray and go to the food bank and make potatoes. It's really good. Anything goes great with potatoes. Onions, fried onions and potatoes are phenomenal. I could probably live on fried onions and potatoes for about a year and not get tired of them. So I just wanted to reach out to anybody else that's struggling. And when things get hard and natural disasters hit, or we have any kind of, like our California worry is the San Andreas Faults. God bless the San Andreas Fault. I speak peace over it. I pray the angels hold it in place and that it'll stay calm and that the tension will ease. If a natural disaster happens to you, or it has happened to you and your life has been rocked, my point is don't add any more to your plate. You don't have to. Who's making you? Your expectations. You're thinking, I was 2 classes away from my MBA and now I'm in the middle of Hurricane City and I don't have a house. Well, don't worry about the MBA. It will be there. Listen, I didn't get to fulfill my dream of being a counselor for 28 years, and now I get to go back and get a certificate to be a counselor 28 years later. So I just want to encourage you about that. Okay? That sometimes first things first. Survival, comfort, food, kids, housing, transportation, earning money. Just be a worker bee. If you're an entrepreneur like me, let it go for a while. It's okay. It doesn't mean your dream's going to die forever. Just be wise. Realize being an entrepreneur is a privilege and it takes income to make income. And until you have that kind of access to that kind of income. It's okay to be a worker bee. It's okay to do something on the side and volunteer and do what you love or do nonprofit. So you don't have to worry about all the stuff that goes along with the business. Just do what you love. Do something today that you love. For me, I have a love for joy and partying and healthy celebration. There's always a celebration in heaven. So I have my pink wig and I have my little, where's my little wand? I have a little wand, and sometimes I'll just walk around town and just bang it on the pole and it'll light up. And it's just, I'm still being me. It's $1. I'd like to have a big party place where people can come and dance and have their thing, but I can't right now. But that doesn't mean my dream's not alive. So, watching my words, having purpose, what would Jesus want? Being wise with money, holding on to money. Once you make it, don't go crazy. Don't go to Starbucks. Don't go out to eat all the time. Remember your dreams once you become a worker bee. Remember that you are an entrepreneur. Save up for that. Don't just start raising your lifestyle because now you've got a Starbucks lifestyle and you're going to drink at Starbucks every day. You could be drinking wonderful cafe mochas every morning. This was $4. This lasts me 2 weeks. $4 for 2 weeks. That's amazing. I'm not saying Starbucks is bad. I'm just saying be wise. You don't have to meet social pressures. You don't have to give in to peer pressure. You don't have to eat out. I've got a little thermos and a little lunchbox here. I know people that are now millionaires that used to come home every day for lunch and fry up bologna, and they loved it. It was fine. They bought groceries and went home and ate. They lived right by their work. So I'm getting it. I'm getting that it takes quite a lot to have a business, and it's a discipline to hold on to your money, invest it, make it grow and grow and grow. By the time you invest and start your business, you should have plenty of money to spare. You don't want to I understand, like that movie Joy, she puts her house down on mortgage and it was a risk, and that's very noble and passionate. But if you don't want to struggle anymore, like me, I'm tired of struggling. And nobody's forcing me to open up a business. I'm not going to go out and do a business. I'm not driven to do that anymore. I don't need to serve my fellow man by suffering and struggling anymore. I will do it when I'm comfortable. In the meantime, I'm going to serve Jesus. I'm going to help people get free from the same things I've gotten free from. I've gotten really free lately of the fear of man, of any kind of intimidation, of any kind of codependency. And I'm being true to myself. And it's beautiful, man. And I'm letting people be who they are. And they don't have to change for me. I just don't need to be around everybody that I'm around all the time. So I'm changing and moving and growing. It's exciting. And I like to help people. I get to go help my cousin today and cook for him. I like to do that. So, anyway, life is in session. And just lay back when you get time off. Just find your niche. For me, it's backgammon, worship music, and listening to sermons from Francois Dutoy. Gosh, we've got John Crowder. We've got David Vaughn's old stuff before he fell off the map. God bless him. He's working out now. I love him. We've got Mark DuPont. He'll be in Bakersfield this weekend if you're around. And you can just relax. It's going to be okay. It's going to be okay. Just cuddle up with Jesus. God bless.